Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you the daily Triple Q report for Wednesday, February 9th, 2022. Before we jump into the charts, I want to encourage you, as usual, to please click like each and every time you watch the daily Triple Q report. It does help us out a great deal with respect to the search engine results we get when people search for Triple Q analysis, Nasdaq-100, and subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. It'll provide you notification each and every time new content has been uploaded to the Wicked Stocks channel. That includes the daily Triple Q report. Seeing it early before the opening bell will be of greater assistance to you in your trading and analysis. So let's take a look at the daily chart. These are all daily charts. Just a reminder that a few weeks ago, actually 3 weeks ago today, we settled below that 376.28 long-term channel bottom, then signaling 327.53 or that channel bottom as a 3 to 5 week target. And I've been mentioning how the rally potentially up to 376.28 should be considered counter trend in nature. And support. We've got near-term support at a rising two-thirds speed line today at 354.74. It was at low 353 area yesterday. We tested it. It held nicely. It's actually kind of a more blown up version of it. You can see 354.74 is the rising two-thirds speed line projected off that move low from a few weeks ago. Above 354.74, we should push back into the mid 370s again, upper 370s or so, over the next full week of trade. Possibly realize this week. I'll get to that in a moment, but I wanted to mention that if we do close today below 354.74, that should pivot the market south not only through the rest of the week, but even into later February. I would then expect a test of that low at 334.15, probably within about 3 to 5 days, and by that point in time, we're closing in on that 327.53 long-term support, which, if tested over the coming weeks, can absorb annual selling pressures, and above which the long-term view over the last 2 years, as defined in this chart, still remains bullish. There's no two ways about that. Let's take a look at the support and resistance. You can see the 354.74 rising two-thirds speed line. That is a two-star support level that can contain selling through the rest of the week, and above which we could push back into that mid to upper 370s again by the end of next week or sooner. Upside today, 362.65 is a respectable intraday resistance area. It's a soft pivot point. We can test it, fall back to 354.74 perhaps within the day, but if we push or open today above 362.65, 369.37 is attainable, and that is nothing more than a descending channel top right now on the daily chart. 369.38 fully able to contain daily buying pressures. We might even top out there through the rest of the week, but if we close above 369.38, we should tomorrow reach 376.28, which is the start of a narrowing. Well, it's actually not even narrowing anymore. They are fully intersecting right now. That is that former channel bottom and descending two-thirds speed line that is projected off the November high against that low from a couple of weeks ago. It is trend defining in the near-term sense. The channel bottom at 376.28 is sort of your longer-term resistance, mid-term resistance, let's say. This area, this is a long way for me to say it, but 376.28 to 376.70, if tested between now and the end of next week, can contain buying into March trade, and from there we can fail back into that 327 and change area, that long-term support, over the following 3 to 5 weeks. But if we do close above 376.70 today, and I don't see that happening, then we should retest that 408.71 high from November. That could take as little as 2 to 3 weeks, may take a little longer. We could double top there nicely for a week or so, but overall, if we did close above 376.70, I think this is a good move low through the rest of the quarter into Q2, which will take us into late spring, early summer, and I think by that time, over the next couple of months anyway, we should push into the mid 420s if we close above 326.70 in the next week or two. Here's the support and resistance. I'll just remind you, 354.74, our support for the week, rising ever so gradually, that short-term rising two-thirds speed line, able to contain selling through the rest of the week, and above which we can, by the end of next week or sooner, actually reach that 376.28 to 77.29 area where we can top out on a weekly basis, quite possibly through November trade. Upside today, 362.65 can contain initial strength, beyond which 69.37 in reach, where we can place a daily high. And if we settle today above 69.37, we should, by Friday's close, actually test that significant 376.28 to 377.29 region, where once again we can top out through February, and if settled above, would indicate a good low into the second quarter. Downside today, if we close below 354.74, we should fall to 334.15. That is the move low from a couple of weeks ago by the end of next week or sooner. I say 2 to 3 day target. I don't know how realistic that is anymore. That was true 3 or 4 days ago when that speed line was much lower. But in any event, let's just say the closing today below 354.74 should actually yield that 327.53 long-term channel bottom by the end of next week, perhaps 1 to 2 weeks, I say in the text, and I think that's actually realistic. And please click like if you haven't already for the Daily Triple Q Report, and subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. You won't regret it. I'll be back tomorrow for Thursday's Daily Triple Q Report. You have a great day.